Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really cool tool called EpiSense. It's designed to take the headache out of biostatistics, and it's completely free. So let's jump in and see what it's all about. So let's start with a question. What if learning biostatistics was actually visual and intuitive? I mean, for so many students and new researchers, statistics can feel like this impossible mountain to climb, right? It's all abstract, super complex, and honestly a little intimidating. But what if there was a better way to learn? Well, that's where EpiSense comes in. Think of it as this all-in-one suite for research and epidemiology. And it's built from the ground up specifically for people who are new to this, medical students, public health researchers, really anyone just starting out. Now let's talk about the philosophy behind EpiSense, because this isn't just another piece of software. It's a resource that's really built on a foundation of trust and making research accessible to everyone. Here are the core principles. First, it is 100% free. No hidden costs, no subscriptions. It's also open source, so anyone can look at the code. And this is huge. It's privacy first. There's no database. All your data gets processed right there in your browser, which means your research stays completely private and secure. All right, now for the fun part. Let's take a tour of the 12 core modules inside EpiSense. You can think of it like we're walking through a digital research lab, covering the entire process from start to finish. So where does every project begin? With a plan, of course. The first set of tools in EpiSense is all about designing your study. This is the foundation, and getting this part right is absolutely critical for any research project. In this first step, you get these really cool interactive tools for things like randomization and sampling. There's also a kind of playground for visualizing core statistical concepts, like the normal distribution. And there's a super handy calculator to figure out exactly how many people you'll need for your study. It's all about building that strong foundation. Okay, so once you've designed your study and you've got your data, it's time for the analysis. Now, this is where a lot of beginners can get tripped up, especially when it comes to picking the right statistical tests. But EpiSense has some pretty brilliant tools to help you out here. In this section, you can turn your raw data into beautiful, publication-ready charts. You can evaluate the accuracy of clinical screening tests. And most importantly, you can get a ton of help choosing the right statistical test for your specific data. And check this out, because this tool is a real game changer, the Statistical Tests Wizard. Choosing the wrong test is such a common mistake, and it can completely invalidate your results. This wizard helps prevent that. You just tell it your goal, like, are you comparing groups or looking for a correlation? Then you describe your data, and boom, it recommends the correct statistical test to use. It simplifies one of the toughest parts of research. But EpiSense goes way beyond the basics. It also offers a whole suite of specialized modules for when you're ready to explore more advanced topics or tackle really specific research questions. This is where you can dip your toes into machine learning with an ethical AI lab. You can map disease outbreaks in real time using geospatial tools, which even includes India-specific maps, and you can even model how infectious diseases spread. Pretty cool stuff. And finally, after all the designing, collecting, and analyzing is done, you've got to share your findings, right? Well, these last few modules are designed to help you do just that. And these tools are incredibly practical. You can actually translate research documents into multiple Indian languages, which is amazing for accessibility. For qualitative research, there are tools for thematic coding to help you find key patterns in text data. And, of course, there's a robust bibliography builder. Let's talk about the referencing tool for a second, because we've all been there, right? Spending hours trying to get citations just right. This tool is so powerful. Whether you need to use AMA style for a medical journal or APA for social sciences, it generates perfectly formatted citations. It's going to save you so much time. So you might be wondering, who is the mind behind this mission? I mean, a project this comprehensive doesn't just appear out of thin air. The entire suite was developed by one person, Dr. Arkaprava Sao, and his background is what makes this so unique. He has a gold medal in medicine and a PhD in computer science. He perfectly bridges those two worlds, and it's that blend of clinical insight and technical skill that makes EpiSense so effective. So what's the big takeaway here? Why does a tool like EpiSense really matter? Well, it's all about democratizing research. It's about empowering that next generation of scientists and public health professionals with the tools they need to succeed. It all comes down to the project's tagline, empowering researchers one data point at a time. By making these powerful tools free, private, and easy to use, EpiSense is doing exactly that. So that leaves us with one final question, and this one's for you. Whether you're a student just starting out or a seasoned researcher, are you ready to make your data make sense?